What else were you gonna say?
And I was going to talk about bourbon. But.
Justin, how about you, man? I see you writing note cards back there.
Yes.
You writing notes to your clients?
Yes.
Nice, dude. Good job. Did you get anything done this weekend?
Yes. I went Saturday. I went to Saturday and Sunday. I went to a lot of facilities. I went to open houses.
Nice. How many? Do you know? Three. Good.
And the rest, I just kind of like walked through and previewed, trying to know my market and stuff like that.
Oh, good.
They went for sale by owners, but it was still open houses and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
And what market are you focused on?
more in kind of the Pittsburgh area, Moreland, kind of sort of.
You say Pittsburgh?
Pittsburgh,
Yeah.
Moreland,
Yeah.
like Portwood, and that's
Nice. It's a good area. It's a great area. There's a lot of guys doing a lot of stuff down there right now. I mean, it's wild. Where you can really win down there is by understanding reverse mortgages. There's a lot of reverse mortgages in that area of town. Have you heard of any of that when you're prospecting?
Yeah, I got. I'm talking to a developer at a Pittsburgh Friday, and she did that. She does that. She's kind of like that's her strategy. So.
Well, it's a good way to for I guess investors, but also a lot of folks in those areas who are older. A lot of folks in those areas have lived there forever, and so they've reverse mortgaged their house basically, which is where you basically sign your house over to the bank and they cut you a check.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Well, you can sell out of a reverse mortgage. So anyway, excuse me. You can sell out of a reverse mortgage. You just have to know how to do it. So, it would benefit you to learn about how to sell out of reverse mortgages, because I'm telling you, there's a ton of people in like the Decatur area, like old Decatur, Moreland, that whole area, like anywhere where people have been living for like 30, 40 years, East Atlanta, all down Grant Park, all that area, south side, west side, southwest, southeast, tons of reverse mortgages. And people think they're locked in. They think they can't get out, but you can get out. So anyway.
Are those more for, I'm not familiar.
Yeah.
I've certainly heard bits and pieces. Is it more for a particular age group?
Yes.
And what about like income? Is there a certain like
Doesn't
income
matter.
bracket or?
60 and up.
Because they
Yeah.
pay.
It's
they
more
pay
age
you.
bracket.
Yeah, it's age. It's age because they know they're going to get their house when
Yeah.
they're going to get your house when you die.
Right.
Yes.
But see, as property values go up,
Mhm.
you can pay them off.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
So they're paying you based on the market value when you do the reverse mortgage. Say you do a reverse mortgage, right? Your house worth $100,000, right? The bank cuts you a check for $100,000. You sign your note over to the bank.
Yeah.
Within the contract, it says, hey, when you die, your house goes to us.
Yeah.
Doesn't go to your heirs. Doesn't go to anybody else.
Yes.
Goes straight to us.
Yes.
Well, let's say, okay, you owe the bank the house, right? There's a clause in that contract that says for X amount of dollars, you can buy us out of that, right? So they've given you $100,000. You got to pay the $100,000 back.
Okay.
Plus, there's a penalty, right? But let's say your house worth $300,000.
And
Well, you might end up with $150,000 in your pocket or something like that.
got it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Is there a typical percentage that the bank says you'll pay us plus?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure, to be honest with you. It's different per situation.
Got it.
It depends on what they signed.
Yeah.
You really have to know what they signed. I
Yeah.
mean, but that's the general framework of how it works.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. And is it because it's like an early payoff penalty?
Yep.
Okay. I just have
Yeah.
to look into it.
No, exactly. All right. Who's got any questions for me about anything?
So, being frank, are you okay if I'm here? I'm not sure other situations.
Yeah.
I'd still, want to schedule, not still, but want to
Yeah.
schedule with you as soon as
I'd love to get
possible.
together with you guys this week.
Yes. As soon
Guys,
as
look,
possible.
here's the way the contracts work. I'm here to provide you value. I'm here to help you get listings, make money, sell real estate. If I do that, I make 10% of your next 3 deals or however many deals you want to do,
Whatever.
right? If I'm not providing you with that level of value, I understand. I'll do my best to, get better, whatever. But I know how to sell real estate, guys. I know how to generate money in this business. I can help you. I can help you do that. So, what I wanted to talk about today was setting goals, right? And I was reading this book last night. I just cracked this bad boy open, and it's pretty awesome. There were some really great points in here.
What's the name of the book?
It's called The McKay MBA of Selling in the Real World. It's a great book. I highly recommend it. Justin, are you prospecting right now?
For
Are you prospecting for business? Are you making calls? Are you knocking doors? What are you doing?
I'm making calls.
Oh, cool. How many calls are you making every day?
So my daily goal is to per week I want to make at least 50 contacts.
Okay.
So I made like last week. I don't do it by days, but last week I made 62 calls
Okay.
with 25 conversations. And
Got it.
Appointments.
Oh, cool. That's awesome. Good job keeping track of them. How do you keep track of your contacts?
I made a whole like CRM. Got it.
Oh, did you? Okay, cool. That's awesome, man. Keep that up. What we've been doing is 10 phone contacts a day and 3 in-person introductions per day. How have those been going for you guys?
Good.
Well, yeah.
I'm not good with I'm trying to get better with the in-person.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we getting there.
Yeah.
I'm better with in-person than I am.
Yeah.
Me too. I'm better in person than making the calls.
Yeah. Is it developing business for you guys, though? That's really what it comes down to, isn't it?
It's more future business.
Yeah.
And you've got to be better at tracking.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to keep track of what you're doing. Because if you don't, it just kind of goes into the past. Am I the only one that's hot?
No.
I'm freaking burning up in here.
First time I'm not.
Yeah.
One of the things it said in here that I thought was really interesting. How's it going, Xavier? Good, man. It says you don't sell anyone, you help people get what they want. You don't sell anyone. You help people get what they want. Another line in here I thought was good is that if you think education is expensive, try ignorance. Yeah, that's a good one, right? This guy is just an absolute killer. Harvey McKay. He says, I've been a salesman all my life, and I've been hiring sales reps for nearly as long. So I think I know a thing or two about sales. I'm often asked to identify the traits of a sales superstar. Here's my recipe. Hungry fighter. If I had to name only 3 traits that make a great sales representative, they would be hungry fighter, and hungry fighter. That's how much I think of this trait. Every good salesperson I've ever encountered is driven. They have a strong work ethic and a higher energy level. They work harder and longer than their peers. When the economy is poor, they're still out there pounding the pavement and making calls. Who thinks we're heading into a declining economy?
Not as bad as the last one.
We're going to keep rolling up? What do y'all think?
Just
I
slow
think
down.
I think it's just gonna be a little bit of a slowdown.
Yeah?
And it's, well, there's what is and then the way you look at things.
Yeah. I mean,
What
just
you do.
overall, you know. I think it's going to be a bit of a slowdown from the perspective of the stock market and things of that nature, you know. But again, you know, look, guys, the more people get out of the business, the better for us that are prospecting and working every day, because you're going to gain market share. A student of life always does the homework.
What is it?
It's called the McKay MBA of Selling in the Real World. I'll let you take a picture or whatever. I thought this was funny, and then I'll get on to the lesson today. It's called Integrity Deflates Easily. Ethics and integrity must be the cornerstone of every sales professional's existence. Let me tell you a true story about Professor Bonk. who taught chemistry at Duke University. The lessons: first, integrity is always right. Second, dishonesty can be a very risky business. One year, 3 guys were taking chemistry and all getting solid A's going into the final exam. They were so confident that the weekend before finals, they decided to go to the University of Virginia to party with some friends. Due to a bad hangover, they slept all day Sunday and didn't make it back to Duke until early Monday morning. Rather than taking the final exam then, they explained to Professor Bonk that they'd gotten a flat tire on their trip to Virginia and they didn't have a spare, so they didn't get back to campus until late Sunday night. They wanted to delay the exam until Tuesday. Professor Bonk thought this over and agreed that they could make up the final the following day. The 3 guys were elated and relieved. They studied that night and went in for the test the next day. Professor Bonk placed them in 3 separate rooms, handed each of them a test booklet, looked at his watch, and told them to begin. They opened up the test booklet and saw that the first question about oxygen was worth 5 points. They all thought this was going to be easy. Then they turned the page and saw the second question worth 95 points. What tire?
That's so great.
It's a good book.
Oh, that's great.
A little lesson in honesty, right? Who's got some goals? Anybody?
Yeah.
Get paid. That's what I'm talking about. Does everybody share this one? Get paid. How are we going to get paid? Commission, right?
Sell houses.
List.
And we get paid commission by selling houses?
And help people buy houses. Real estate transactions.
Right. Real estate transactions.
Which could include referrals.
How do we get there, guys? How do we get from where you are now to where we're getting paid, we're getting commission, we're selling houses, and we're doing real estate transactions?
Lead generation and follow-up.
Value, right? Lead generation, follow-up, all that kind of stuff. We got to provide value. But it's more important than that because there's also a value that you're looking to provide to your own self. I mean, ultimately, we're out here adding all this value to other people's lives and doing all this work, doing all these things so that we can get paid, so that we can what?
Have the lives we want to have.
Yeah, have the life we want to have, right? Provide for our families. Buy the car we want to buy the house we want to buy, put the money in the bank that we want, take the trips we want, send our kids to good schools, pay for our parents in their old age, whatever the case may be. What are some goals? I mean, that is how you're gonna. That's what pulls you through, right? Your goals pull you through. Your goals pull you through. It's hard, isn't it? Isn't selling real estate hard? Is it hard to make 100 contacts in a day? 50 contacts? The rejection is hard? Justin, give me a goal, man.
25 transactions.
In a year? 25 transactions. What does that mean to you? In 1 year. How much money will you make?
Commission 204.
204. What else is tied to that goal? What else? Cars, houses, savings? No? Nothing else? Is that your only goal?
Investments.
Investments? What do you want to invest in?
Apartment buildings.
All right. Somebody else give me a goal. Shantae?
I want 15 transactions by the end of the year.
Okay.
So I just kind of, it's like 80, 85
Yeah.
just by the end of the year.
Okay.
The bigger picture goal,
Yeah.
I want to, of course, make enough money so that I'm financially stable
Mhm.
enough to pay off my mom's house,
Yeah.
help my brother, and eventually invest in my own properties as well.
Okay.
I want to start a non-profit one day.
Nice.
I want to open up a shop, not for me to work in, but to rent out booths for other cosmetologists.
Yeah.
So those are some of my goals.
I love it. This week, guys, we're going to be talking about goals. By the end of this week, you guys are going to have some freaking goals. Where I say, what are your goals? You're going to be like, boom, 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 boom. Now, here's the thing. In society, we are kind of taught that we are supposed to be ashamed of things that we want to have, right? People are scared to say,
I want money.
I want a freaking gold Rolls Royce. I want a big ass diamond ring, right? I want a shark skin suit or something like that. I mean, all those are pompous, are really, extraordinary things. But I'm just saying, guys, I'm talking about goals, man. Goals are supposed to excite you. Goals are supposed to be a burning desire within your mind and in your heart. It's like you can touch it, you can taste it, but it's just not there yet. You got to close this income gap so that you can reach this goal. Do you like where you live? Do you like what you drive? Do you like what you wear? Do you like where you travel? Do you like the hotels that you stay in? Do you want to attend seminars? Do you want a higher level of education? Right?
Where do you contribute to and how much?
Yeah, are you contributing? How much are you contributing? Do you want to contribute, right? So when we think about goals, I want you guys to get excited about your goals, okay? Excited about it. Tell me something that excites you, Aisha.
That excites me.
Yes.
Rent them a Mercedes-Benz E400 coupe.
Woo! The coupe, right? Oh, man. That's what I'm talking. Now we're talking about goals.
Yes.
Y'all are boring me in the beginning, man. I'm getting bored. I'm going to invest in things and I'm going to do all this work. I'm like, damn. I know we got to work, y'all. Come on, man. That's what we're here for. What are we going to get as a result of the time we put in? Otherwise, hey, man, look, I get it. Long-term wealth. And I'm with you, Justin. Long-term wealth, residual income, passive income, those have to be on the goals in the finance section, right? But there's other sections of your goals, guys. You got to break it down, right? Material things. That's always been exciting to me, right? Travel, another really exciting one, right? What about physical? Maybe it's not exciting, but it's exciting to think where you could be, right? Where you could be. You might have a picture of somebody, you look in a magazine, right? And you say, man, if I could look like that, man, if I could just drop this weight or gain this weight or whatever it might be. What about emotional, your emotional goals, right? What about spiritual? Anybody got any spiritual goals? I know I do, I would love to be able to meditate. Is one of my goals. I want to try to meditate, so I try to 5 minutes every morning, and then I go to 10 minutes, and then I want to go to 15 minutes. I would love to be able to meditate for 30 minutes, just like they say, you know what I mean, where you completely disconnect from everything.
Yeah.
You can do it?
Yes, I meditate.
That's awesome.
I can't see you sitting still for 30 minutes.
I can't either, but that's what I'm saying, man.
You know what?
But there's an internal struggle going on there, too.
But I have a lot of energy too. That's the reason why I started meditating,
That's
because
awesome.
my mind goes bloop, 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 bloop. But now I can sit there and not have a thought if I want to.
Aisha, what color is this car?
White.
It's white.
Yes.
White or vanilla white?
White. I like Snow White, like white.
Snow White.
Yes.
Cocaine white.
Yeah.
Not that anybody knows what that looks like.
It looks like confectionery sugar.
Yeah, exactly. Baby powder white. What about the interior?
Well, they have this new. I don't know. Mercedes has it's like digital all inside. I don't know.
What color's the leather?
Oh, like a tan.
Tan, white with tan.
Yeah.
Digital dash, right?
Oh yeah, that's what it is.
Well, that's gonna come.
Didn't
standard.
Drake do a song about a digital dash or something?
Oh,
E400 coupe, white tan, what brand new?
oh yes, I like
2020?
the new ones. Yes, 2020.
Bring it. That's what I'm talking about.
You know
You know what I like about that car? How the back and the front window go down, and there's
Oh,
no
I love that.
things,
too.
just all open.
Yes, it is all.
God
yes.
dang. How would you feel rolling up to a listing appointment 15 minutes early in that shit?
Oh my
That
God.
thing. Excuse me. Trying not to cuss. Would you feel good?
Yes.
How would you
very
feel
good.
rolling up to your family's house?
Yes.
Be like, yeah, you see. Now
Yes.
check me out,
Yes.
right?
They all know what I want to.
How do you feel just know you're riding around in a car, if you get hit, you're probably going to be okay. It's a safe car.
That is
Right?
true, yeah. It's safe, safety.
Guys, look, a lot of my family thinks I'm a freaking snob, right? And friends too, because I won't ride anything but Uber Black. I'm not getting in anything but a black. Now, a lot of people think that, oh, that's, you're this, that, or the other thing. No, bro, it's safety, man.
Mhm.
I'm not getting in your Honda Civic to go across town in 70, 80 mile an hour traffic. I don't know you. Dude, the guys with the black cars, they're professional drivers. They're professional drivers. They drive for limousine companies. They know what they're doing. I don't know if Josh over here, 25-year-old Josh in his Dodge Neon, I don't know what the hell's going on there, right? So your goals are also about your standards, guys, right? It's also about your standards. Well, I can't afford to ride in a black car. Well, can you walk? No. Well, can you drive? Yeah, but I'm going to drink. Well, you can't drink and drive. Well, I guess I can't go then. You have to draw some lines, guys, right? 2020 E400 coupe, white with tan interior, the digital dash. What else? Tell me about it. Can you see it in your mind?
Oh yes, I can see it.
Have you gone to the dealership?
No, but
That's your next step.
Yeah.
Do a test drive.
That's your next step. You need to go sit in it. You need to feel it. You need to go in there and tell the salesperson, I'm going to buy this car in the next... When are you going to buy this car?
Next year.
Within the next 12 months?
Yeah.
I'm dead serious.
Yeah.
I'm not just playing.
Yeah.
I'm not playing.
Yesterday is my birthday. That's what I said. And before I
Happy
turn
birthday.
35, I'm getting my car. Yeah.
Buy your birthday next year. Are you going to get it for your birthday or before your birthday?
Before.
All right.
Yeah. That's
Your
what I
birthday's
put on my-
9/15?
Oh yeah, 9/15.
Before 9/15/2020. Why is that important?
I just like Mercedes is my favorite car.
Yeah, I'm in. Don't hold back. Tell me. There's nothing to be ashamed of here.
I just love the way the car looks.
Yes.
Drives.
Yeah,
Yes.
the way it drives. Just
Yes.
I like nice things, like classy. It looks classy. I love any like luxury car, white.
Yes.
Just the way I feel in it. I like classy stuff.
Yeah, it makes you feel classy, right?
Yeah.
Guys, what's going to get you there? Who can help you with this?
You?
I can help you. Yes, I can. Who else?
What do you mean? Like what way? Like getting?
Who
the
can
new
help you
car?
get this car? Are you going to lease it?
I was thinking about that. I've heard like the difference between the value in leasing versus in financing.
Yeah, well, you have to look at that when you go talk to the salesperson.
Yeah.
So maybe you don't know that yet. Maybe that could be part of the goal, is finding out whether you want to lease it or you want to finance it.
Yeah.
Or maybe you just want to write a check for it, right? I'm just saying. I mean, that might take longer than 9/15/2020,
Yeah.
But Justin's not financing any cars, are you? No, because he's got to buy investment property, right? Yeah. He might want something too. I don't know. We'll find out. Point being this, guys. Look, this is a goal. Now, who can help you with this? I can help you.
Mr. Buyer, Mr. Seller.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Who's got your money?
Mrs. Buyer, Mrs. Seller.
Yeah, the buyers and the sellers.
Buyers and sellers can help you get it.
Yes.
How do you get money from buyers and sellers?
By giving them value.
You got to provide value. You got to get the listing agreement signed. You got to get the buyer brokerage agreement signed. You got to price it right. You got to sell it on time. You got to do your job. If you do your job, that will occur. How many transactions is it going to take for you to get this? How much does it cost per month?
Ooh, I don't know how much it costs per month.
I'm not picking on you. I'm just, what I'm trying to do is help you set a goal.
Yeah.
Because see, if we're going to set a goal to get a car, right, we need to know who, what, when, where, why, how.
Yeah, by breaking it down on how many transactions you need to get how much
Guys,
money in a commission.
This is the beginning of the goals series, okay? We're going to do the goals series this week, right? We're starting today, setting goals, right? So, when you have your goals by the end of this week, you're going to be able to tell me, Ben, I want an E400 coupe. It's white. Buyers, sellers, myself, the car salesperson, and the bank can help me get the car. It's going to be an E400 white with tan interior with the digital dash. I'm going to get it by my birthday next year. I'm going to buy it from Mercedes-Benz. Where? Which dealership you going to buy it from? You going to buy it from Buckhead? I'm going to buy it from the Buckhead dealership. Why? Because it's bad. I feel classy. It's awesome. I feel safe. I want a great car. It's always been my dream. That's why. Because I want it. Why? Because I want it. That's why. Because I'm out here as a free American citizen, okay, doing whatever the hell I want with my life, and this is what I choose to do with my life. I choose to sell real estate, and therefore, as a result of my hard work, as a result of the value that I'm going to put out there, as a result of what I'm going to put out there, what I'm going to get back, this is part of what I'm going to do with it, right? And how, right? How are you going to get it? Well, that also is how much. How much is it going to take, right? I think that car probably leased for about $750, $800 a month, okay? So, $750 to $800 a month. That's about $10,000 a year. What's the average transaction in Atlanta? $270?
Oh, yeah.
$8,100 is the commission. One deal, you paid for it for a year almost. Two deals, you paid for the car and the insurance and the gas. Two deals. Two deals to get that car. Okay? Two deals. So how are you going to get it? I'm going to do two deals. Right? I'm going to do two deals that's going to pay for the car. Now you got a lot of other expenses as well that we have to pay for, right? Somebody else give me a goal.
Totally paid for home renovation.
Home renovation, that's what I'm talking about. Tell me about it.
Well, the architect is coming over for the second time tomorrow.
Okay?
Specifics on the home. We're going to extend the garage
Uh-huh.
to bring out the living room and kitchen,
Yep.
putting a full year-round closed-in porch, patio, entertainment area,
Nice.
raise the living room floor,
Wow.
renovate 3 bathrooms.
Wow. How much is it going to cost?
Got the kitchen. We're going to get numbers tomorrow.
How much do you think?
Well, I would say, I'll say this, because we want to maintain in the price of the neighborhood.
Yep.
So our neighborhood is mid threes going up to mid fours.
Okay.
So the cost we're looking right now is about 150 to 180.
Yeah, I was gonna say that sounds about like 200 G's to me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. So, you know who, right?
Mm-hmm.
The architect,
Mm-hmm.
the builder. Do you know the builder yet?
We're going to work through him, and we've got other.
And you've got some others. You're gonna
Yes.
get the architectural plans done.
Yes, and he's been doing this, and he and Marty go back 30
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
So they have their contacts,
Right.
relationships.
Right. You know what you're gonna do. When is this gonna be completed? When is the renovation gonna be done?
It'll be done right now between March and April of next year.
March, April 2020, which means you got to start in like now,
Mhm.
right? Yeah. Cool. Where? Obviously, it's at your house. Why do you want to do this? Why is this important to you?
We love the home, the neighborhood, the location,
Okay.
and just really that's where we want to stay after looking elsewhere.
Yeah.
It's just like perfect for the next 20 years.
How are you going to pay for it?
Real estate transactions.
Yeah. I mean, do you have equity in your home that you're going to take out to pay for it now, or are you going to? Is this literally hinging on your ability to do deals?
No, it's not hinging.
Okay.
There's equity, and that I am going to take out a new mortgage.
Yeah. So more debt.
It'll be more debt
Yeah.
to be paid off.
Would you like to pay the debt off?
Totally.
Could we set a goal to say paying the whole thing off in 3 years? The whole house.
Totally. Yes, totally.
Everything.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, I want you to start thinking about your goals as if they've already happened. Right? As if they've already occurred. How did it happen? What did it look like? When did it happen? Who helped you? Where did you pick the car up? When did you pay the house off? When was the renovation completed? Right? All those kinds of things. Think about it. Think all the way through to the end. Your goals should represent two things, guys. Right? Number one, you should have a burning desire. You should have a burning desire for these things to occur. Now, I can tell by way of what you're telling me about your renovation that you are ready.
I've been ready.
Mama is ready for that kitchen.
I have
Okay.
been ready.
She's ready, 100% ready for the kitchen. Burning desire. Okay, the burning desire is so important, guys. It means that it's something that just doesn't leave you. It just pokes at you. It's frustrating. It used to frustrate me badly when I saw people driving around in M-Series BMWs because I just had no idea how I would ever get one. It was like 10 years ago. I made like $3-4 grand a month at the time, and I had no idea how the hell can I go spend $120,000 on a car? I make $4,000 a month. How am I ever going to bridge that gap? And I see people riding around. I'm not lying, y'all. I was hating on people. I was like, how the hell did he do that? He must be cheating or something, man. This guy must be elite. How did he get the car and I don't have the car?
White
Right?
powder stuff.
Yeah. Hating, man. Just hating on people. Hating on everybody else that had it, right?
You know, and for me and us, because it's really been, I've been driving it, and
Yeah.
I'm just like, whatever you want.
Yeah.
Just like, whatever you want.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
But the renovations, one thing's can be rustic.
Yeah.
However, it's the partying, the entertaining.
Yeah.
That's the.
Can't
where I
you
keep
envision
looking.
that?
Yeah, I got
Does it kind of bother you that you can't entertain in that way right now?
Okay.
Does it bother you that you don't walk out to the parking lot and get in the E400? I mean, does it really? I'm just asking.
Yes.
It really used to make me mad, okay? And there's other things that make me mad now. Guys, where you have areas of your life that you're unhappy with, things that frustrate you about your life, within there lies your goals. Within the areas of your life that you expect more from yourself, that you expect more from life itself, that is where your goals are. Your goals exist in those places. So that's why we're talking financial, right? We all want more money, guys. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here if I didn't want more money, okay? I wouldn't be here if there wasn't things about my life that frustrate me. Guess what the good news is? It never ends. It never ends. It doesn't matter what level you get to because there's always another level, right? If you've got $10 million in the bank, you're going to go, I want 20. If you got 100 million, you're going to go, I want 200, whatever, right? I know because, guys, I sell these houses to all these people, and it doesn't matter what their price point is. They always want to buy above their price point. If you're at 1.5, the house you like is 1.8. If you're at 1.2, the house you like is at 1.6. If you're at 400, you're going to be looking at $600,000 houses and going, damn, honey, I wish we could afford that. Because there's going to be something that you see, right, that you just kind of be like, you always want a little bit more. But the point is, guys, within the areas of your life that you're not happy about right now is where your goals are. Does that make sense? Are y'all feeling me on that?
Mm-hmm.
So tell me more, man. Tell me more. Somebody give me a goal. Anything?
I already told you.
Roger? Got one?
Some of them.
I mean, I've got a bunch of them, but
Just tell me one, man.
well, follow Aisha. Ford F-150.
Woo! I love the car goals. F-150, baby. What color is it?
Preferably silver.
Silver? No, not preferably. It is silver. It is. Is it silver in your mind?
Yeah.
It's silver on the street then. It's silver. What color is the interior?
Black.
Black. What else? Black, silver, 4x4?
Oh, yeah.
Of course. Is it the Lariat or the King Ranch? You gonna wrap it up?
No.
You gonna jack it up, man? Big tires?
Well, to an extent.
Yeah, so you're gonna have them nice and fitted? Nice tires? Tires. When are you gonna get it? When are you gonna buy it?
Next year.
12 months?
Yeah.
Y'all see where I'm going here a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
I like that. What else has to be there for a goal? Vision.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be able to see it. You got to be able to see your apartments. You got to be able to see your Mercedes. You got to be able to see your kitchen. You got to be able to see your truck. Right? I don't specifically remember what you told me. Remember what you listed
I'm
a
paying
number
off
of things.
my mama house.
Pay off your mom's house.
Mhm.
You need to be able to visualize that thing happening. Where you actually, are you writing a check? Are you wiring the money? Are you on the phone? What are you doing? I want you guys to take each goal that you have and literally break it down to exactly what it is you're going to be doing in that moment. What dealership are you going to buy your truck from? Right? Xavier, give me a goal, man.
My granddad's in a nursing home. I want to build him his own house and be able to afford 24-hour home care.
Wow, that's huge, man. Where's the house going to be?
It's down in Pike County.
Okay. How big is it?
Probably around Little Ranch. Just one level. Real elderly friendly.
Mm-hmm.
Probably around 1,500, 2,000 feet. Square feet.
Yeah. What else? When's it gonna happen?
I'm kind of like you with the car. I don't know how I'm gonna get there right now.
Not sure when. How much is it going to cost?
Well, I already own the land. You just gotta build a house.
You own the land already. That's huge. Do you know how much it costs to build a house?
I don't.
All right, I'll tell you. It's about 100, and this is the finish on the finish level, right? 100 to 150 dollars per foot. So let's say it's $150 per square. Let's say it's $100 per square foot, because what you're describing to me sounds like a pretty simple house, right?
Super simple.
So it's probably going to be more like 100 a foot for what you're talking about, I would say. So, and honestly, you might even be able to get it done for
150.
less than that. Let's say it's $100,000 bucks, 150 grand,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so it's 150 grand. Are you going to pay for it cash, or are you going to get a mortgage?
Cash. Straight cash on it.
Woo! Because you understand what I mean from the perspective of actually getting it done. If you were to set up some type of a financing agreement, because we know based upon what we've talked about that it's $500 per month per $100,000 that you finance. You can get a construction loan, right, for 80% down, which would be 30 grand instead of 150, and then your note would be $120,000, which would cost you about $700 a month. And you could probably get that done within 12 months. Now, to save $150,000 after tax, you're looking at about $200,000 after your bills and everything else. That's probably more of a 3 to 5 year goal. Just my opinion. But you could do it faster than that. You understand what I'm saying when I'm kind of looking at both areas? Because if you wanted it to happen in the next 12 months, what you would want to do is start talking to a lender about what you need in order to do the construction loan. And you might need a survey of the property. Do you have one?
I don't.
You might need architectural plans for the house, which you can buy architectural plans for cheap, man. Cheap. You can buy them all over the place online, right? And what you're going to do with the architectural plans is you're going to take and you're going to start getting those plans quoted by builders, okay? So you're going to say, hey, I want you to build my grandfather a house. Here's the house. You can go through and pick out the plan. Here's the house. The builder starts quoting you prices, right? You already own the land. That's awesome. So the builder's going to want to come look at the land. You're going to have to get a site plan, basically, for it done. See, if you start working towards these things, if you start working towards it, see, in our mind, it's a burning desire, and it's a vision. But there's two things that really have to happen, guys. Number one, you have to write it down. You got to write it down. It's scientifically proven that when you take something from your mind and you use your hand and you put that on paper and you are writing the things out that are in your mind, and then your eyes take your vision and they suck in what you're writing and it cycles back through. And it's a cycle, okay? There's a cycle happening when you're writing things down. And it's an incredibly powerful force. Incredibly powerful. Who's ever written some goals down and picked it up a couple years later and gone, oh my goodness?
Yeah.
Have you?
Mm-hmm.
It's almost
I do.
scary.
I do vision books. So.
You do vision books.
Mm-hmm.
Good, because that's what we're going to be doing this week. We're going to do vision boards.
Yeah.
Okay? And these are so important, guys. These are going to be so important to your success. Number one, you got to write it down. Number two, you got to start working towards them. Daily. Okay? Now, what do I mean by working towards them daily? I'm talking about, Aisha, you got to go down to the Mercedes dealership. You need to find a salesperson that you like. Okay, you need to go in there first. You know what I like to do? When I go to car dealerships, and I'm telling you guys, I buy a lot of cars. I'll go in there and walk around. The guy I want to work with is the guy who comes chasing me down. I'm not going to go grab a salesperson. That's against my freaking rules. You better come grab me. I'm in a suit. I'm walking around looking at nice cars, right? Come and grab me. So that's how I find salespeople. You might just go in and you know, Mercedes and Buckhead's really cool. They're going to say, hey, could we help you? And you say, yes, absolutely. And they're going to get the first salesperson out, and probably it's going to be a great salesperson, right? Mercedes and Buckhead's awesome. What are you going to tell that salesperson?
That I want to look at the E400 coupe.
You're going to say, look, John,
Okay.
I'm going to be purchasing an E400 coupe within the next 12 months. It's going to be white with tan interior. Do you currently have anything like that I could take a look at? And he's going to say, give me 1 second, I'll go check our inventory and I'll let you know. Could I get you a cup of coffee or a water or something? And you say, sure, whatever. He's going to come back and he's going to say, you know what, Aisha? We do have a white. You got some goals for me?
Well, I did this career envisioning thing one
Yeah.
time, and I made up
I love it.
right out of the jump down.
I love it, man.
It's crazy that you just talked about it.
Yeah, I keep mine in this notebook.
When did you do that?
I
Love
have
it.
all kind. I have
That's great.
work related stuff and
That's awesome.
regular stuff.
Yeah, and that's the KW way. They do that. They did it for me as well when I came in. And I think that's a good way. What we're going to do is we're going to get a little bit more dialed in, but I'm glad you have that because that's
So
going to help
that's
you a lot.
I even do stick figures if I don't have the picture.
So good morning, Ann. So what you good? How are you? So what you missed at Xavier is I said there's two things we got to do. Number one, we got burning desire, and we got vision. But there's two things we got to do is to start working towards our goals. We got to write them down, and we got to start working towards them daily. Aisha, when are you going to Mercedes-Benz of Buckhead to do this?
When? It's probably today. I'll go today.
Probably today.
Yeah, I had to think. I have a client later on at the salon, but it's probably in between.
Are you really going to go?
Yeah, I really go.
Can you text me whenever you go?
Yes.
I want you to text me afterwards and let me know how it went.
Oh yeah. I will.
Whether they have the color of car that you want or not, you're still going to be able to go and sit in one.
Yes.
Ask them if you can test drive it.
Okay.
Okay?
I'm all for it. Yes.
Yeah, you put yourself in their space.
Ask them if you can test drive it.
Okay.
When you are test driving it, imagine that it is yours.
Yes.
See, actually, I say, don't ask them if you can test drive it. Say, I want to test drive it.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. Tell them you're going to test drive it.
Yes.
That's what you came in for, darling.
You know
Yeah.
I will.
You know what I did when I got my car? I went to the car dealership and I put a sticky note. When I made up my mind what car I wanted, I put a sticky note under the car before I actually got it, before I got approved. I got approved for a loan through the drive-through on a Saturday. I went to other dealerships and was talking to them like I got to hear from the other place and, playing everybody against each other. But in the end, I got exactly what I wanted. And the guy went outside. I told him, go walk outside and reach under the car. And so he reached under the car and he pulled out the sticky tab that had my name on it. Yeah, and at that point, I was not approved. I didn't even have, so I went to a credit union that I didn't even have an account with.
Yeah.
Applied for a loan in the line.
Yeah.
Which is unheard of.
Yeah.
Got approved.
Yeah.
Got a 1.4% interest rate approved in the drive-through.
Right.
And it was just a big old story. But it's a story that at the lot that I got my car from, they tell to like the new hires. Like it went like beyond, because it was a real emotional thing. It was real crazy.
Hey,
it was a good story.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
And I did it. I used to see cars driving by, and like I could feel it so much that I literally get emotional. Like I would see them Camaros running by. I'm like, that's my car. Teardrop down and shit.
It should be like that.
But like it was so real. Like when I tell you everything worked out, like just went boom, 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 boom. I was watching The Secret.
Guys, it should be like that, okay? It should freaking drive you nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Your goals should drive you crazy. Your burning desire and your vision for your goals should be bigger than anything. They should be bigger than any rejection. They should be bigger than any person that's going to tell you yes or no or maybe. They should give you the strength to drive through to the next 20 contacts. They should give you the strength to when I say, hey guys, guess what? It's going to take you 250 contacts to sell a listing. If you don't have any goals, guys, if you don't have real goals, you're not going to take that seriously. If you have some freaking real goals, you're going to be like, oh, really, Ben? Okay, good. I'll talk to you in 5 days. Because I'm going to prove you wrong. Because I'm going to go do 50 contacts a day. Real contacts. Because you said, Ben, that if I get to 250 contacts, I'm going to sell a listing. And I don't believe you. So I'm going to go prove you wrong. Because if I can sell a listing a week, if I can do 50 contacts a day and sell a listing a week, that means I can make $30,000 a month. And that means that I can get my car next quarter. That means that I can write a check in March for the renovation. That means whatever it means, guys. You can write a check for the truck. You can go ahead and lock in the financing commitment for the construction to permanent loan for your grandfather's house that you're going to build him. And you can go to the nursing home and say, Granddad, I've been working real hard. And I want to let you know what we're doing here. We're going to get you the hell out of this place in 12 months because guess what? I just put down the $30K on the loan and we're starting construction on your new home. Here are the floor plans. Isn't that worth working for? That's something worth doing, guys. It's something worth doing. You're in a business where you don't have to make $100,000 a year. You don't have to make $50,000. You don't have to make anything. You could make zero, but you can make as much as you want. You can make 2 or 3 or 400,000. Whatever it is, you have to be able to connect the dots between what it is you want and what it is you have to do. Because see, here's what will happen. You will start to make the connection then, when you can do that, you will start to make the connection between, let's say, prospecting and achieving your goals. When this connection is made, I will tell you that it's scary. It's scary when you make this connection because all of a sudden you don't have enough time in the day. All of a sudden there's not enough time. Right now you guys are like, I don't know, maybe a really unsure about what it is you have to do and you're a little scared and you're a little timid and you're not really getting anywhere, but you're kind